Everybody's used to the country being in a state of emergency. The truth is, things aren't so bad. Things aren't as bad as they were at one time. Things are getting better. And we should realize that. I'm Alex Karlins, and I'm the director of the FBI. I see tragic events happen every day. And I know that times seem tough, but they could be worse. Imagine if we were at war in our own country. That happens in certain other countries where they're at war in their own country and they have rough times on a daily basis that are to the extremes. When you think about that, you realize that things aren't so bad now. It's true we're dealing with COVID-19, and at one time it was devastating, and it was happening all over the place. But right now, COVID-19 isn't as devastating as it used to be. We've gotten used to it, and it doesn't happen as frequently. What we are dealing with is gun violence. And gun violence is on the rise. And there are events that occur and activities that occur daily that have to do with gun violence. Some people think we should ban assault rifles and ban other weapons from public from the public getting them. They think that we should ban assault rifles and handguns from the public. And I think that sounds good in a way, but I don't think that everybody should suffer from criminals who commit gun violence. I think that banning assault rifles and handguns would be to the dismay of a lot of people who are gun lovers. And some people love guns. And they're not necessarily criminals. The criminals need to not be able to access ways to get weapons. We know that. But there are people that deserve to be allowed to buy handguns and other weapons, and they should have the right to. What I'm proposing is that we get tough on keeping violent criminals from getting guns. That's what we need to do. Keep violent criminals from getting guns. And not ban everyone from getting guns. This can be done by making sure that there's a background check whenever people buy weapons. Right now, it's easy to buy weapons or guns online. And a lot of the time, there's no background check for people to buy guns online. When people are on the internet, they need to be policed and need to be governed so they cannot buy weapons online. The only people that should be allowed to buy weapons online are people who don't have a record. They should do background checks for people who are buying guns online. That's what needs to be done on the internet. And of course, if people are buying guns in public, they need a thorough background check and need to be looked into so people know who they're selling guns to. That should be a must. And this needs to be done all over the country. So if you're going to buy a gun, be safe and don't harm anyone, and make sure you don't have a record.